Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, when they say it is the duty of the prosecutor to do everything to his power to prove that accused persons are guilty, it is what we see happening on the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial case. Advocate Baloyi and Advocate Sibanda are doing their best to prove exactly that. Pinky Vithalingham, the Vodacom forensic cell phone analyst, is still on the witness stand. Today, in the beginning of this session, or maybe the beginning of this trial, Advocate Sibanda gives Pinky Vithalingham a letter from the Legal Practice Council that we discover later that it is a letter from Mjiako and Mpahlele attorneys. Advocate Sibanda gives it to Pinky Vithalingham to read it on record to the court. Before Pinky could do that, Advocate Mshololo objects to the reading of this letter. Advocate Mshololo says Pinky is not allowed to read this letter out to the court because this is not her evidence. Family, much as Advocate Mshololo was showing to be making sense with her objection, Judge Rata does not agree to that. Judge Rata overrules Advocate Mshololo's objection and he allows Pinky Vithalingham to continue reading out that letter on record. Family, let's watch and listen at Advocate Mshololo's objection and what is contained in that letter.
My Lord, this is a new exhibit that we are introducing. It is a letter from the LPC. On Wednesday, you made reference to a number ending with 7605.
Yes.
So let's start to make a number. It's the number 7605.
And then also on the, you also made reference to Exhibit DD5E Roman figure 3. It was an extract where you also made reference to please call me messages. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then you also made reference to Exhibit DD5E Roman figure 1 where you made mention of SMSs, outgoing calls and incoming calls.
Yes, correct.
And then can you place the information on Exhibit MM on record? Just for the sake of completeness, just place all the entire information appearing on this document.
This is from the Gauteng Provincial Office, Legal Practice Council. It then gives us the address. The letter is dated 20 June 2024 and addressed to Advocate Baloyi. It then says to whom it may concern.
Objection, my lord. Objection, my lord. This letter is not written by this witness and is addressed to Mr. Baloyi. On what basis is this witness introducing this evidence now on record?
It doesn't follow that it has to be written by her. As I understand the evidence as it's being led, she will explain the exigency why that information, she places it on record. Am I making sense?
That is correct, my Lord. And if need be, we can call the author of this letter to come and testify.
No, fine, yeah.
If the author will be called, my lord, then the author, we should wait for the author to come and read the letter. If this witness, because it's from Vodacom, my lord.
Who's no, Mshololo, I don't understand you. You don't want her to read this.
Exactly, that's the basis of my objection, my lord.
Who wrote this letter?
If I may finish, it's not this witness.
Who requested the letter, in other
It's
words?
not this witness.
Who requested the letter, ma'am? It's not this witness.
It's not this witness, my lord.
Who requested the letter?
It's not written, but it's
It's
addressed.
written. It says Mr. Baloyi.
It's addressed to Mr. Baloyi.
That's it.
Yes.
So he communicated with that, and he's a prosecutor in this matter.
Yes.
So let's wait and hear what this witness says, and if her evidence is inadmissible, it will be expunged from the record. Okay.
It will be better if it will be expunged.
We don't even know what she's going to say. That's a problem. What are you expunging?
My lord, he's not supposed. This evidence is not supposed to be led through this witness. That's the
Okay,
basis for
okay.
my objection.
Mr. Baloyi, what's the... They say this evidence is not supposed to be in this court, in other words.
My lord, because he's from the Vodacom shop, if you want to read the number and make reference to this number into her evidence, he can just make those.
Okay, I've heard you.
reference
I've heard you. The evidence is allowed until I decide otherwise. Just continue, ma'am.
As the
Sorry.
court pleases, ma'am. Yes, proceed.
To whom it may concern, I hereby confirm that the firm Giaco Mpalele Attorneys Incorporated, with practice number F18209, is registered as a firm of attorneys on the roll of the Gauteng Provincial Office of the Legal Practice Council. The firm details are recorded as follows. Mchiako Mpaslele Attorneys, Inc., with the postal address being P.O. Box 32923, Braamfontein, 2017. Physical address, number 10 8th Street, Melville, Johannesburg, 2092. Telephone number 079 039 7605, in brackets 086 511 8901. It then gives us the email address of mgiacodn@gmail.com, and it's signed by Mr. V.L. Maluleka, Legal Office Professional Affairs. And then it says that all queries should be referred to comfortn@lpc.org.za.
Thank you.
Ithoke lencwadi lena ivela ku-Gauteng Provincial Office iphuma kule nhlangano ekuthiwa i-Legal Practice Council.
Sorry, before you proceed, as I understand the evidence, is the reading of this letter by this witness triggered by this, the number you said, it's 7605.
That's correct, my lord.
Yeah, that's how I follow the evidence.
That's correct.
And we're talking about cell phones and telephones here.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay, let's hear.
Family, to be honest, I also did not understand why Pinky Vaithalingham was supposed to read out this letter. That does not even belong to her, reading out to court on record, until she did that. As she was reading out this letter, then I realized that one of the numbers ending with 7605, it's the numbers that are appearing on this letter, and that is the letter that is from Giaco Attorneys. Then, to my mind, I remembered that as Pinky was busy reading out the cell phone numbers, cell phone data, especially for Bongani Ntanzi, this number was also mentioned. And this number communicated with Ntanzi during around 2020, if I'm not mistaken. So it communicated with Ntanzi. It was through cell phones, calls. It was through SMSs, out and incoming calls and all that. So hence, Baloyi had to request or maybe write to this company for them to respond back to him, so that the court is able to see that Bongani Ntanzi has been communicating with Njiako. Remember, Bongani Ntanzi once said he doesn't know Njiako, he's got nothing to do with Njiako and all that. So now, Advocate Baloyi, according to my understanding, he wanted to prove to the court that Bongani Ntanzi and Advocate Njiako, they had a relationship. Family, let's listen to this clip.
Ma'am, what is your comment regarding the entry on Exhibit DD5E, Roman figure 1 on page 15? SMS received on the 10th of September 2020 at 1858. Is it the same number?
Yes, the number under telephone number on exhibit triple M correlates or is the same number appearing on page 15 of exhibit DD5E in brackets.
Actually, the number evela ku lesisikhombisa silaye inkantolo kuthiwa exhibit DD5 DD5E ekhasini ka number 15 iyafana leyo number nale number ebhalwe kule ncwadi.
And then now let's refer to Exhibit DD5 Roman figure 5E Roman figure 3. The police call me. Does the number appearing on Exhibit MM correlates with the police call me on Exhibit DD5E Roman figure 3?
Yes, that is correct. The numbers are the same.
So the number evela ku exhibit DD5E nale evela ku exhibit MM ziyafana.
Sorry, can you mention the numbers so that we all know what we are talking about?
It's 079 039 7605.
So the number khulunywa 079 039 7605.
And you say it correlates on that exhibit DD5E with which number? Or it communicated with which number? The SMS or the SMS or whatever?
The number ending 6890. 890.
Nathi ke uthumelane umlezo SMS nale number igcina ngo 6890.
Thank you. And can you count on Exhibit DD5E3 how many police call me's were sent?
There were 3 please call me's.
So ke khona izicelo ezintathu zokushayelwa ucingo.
Can you confirm that there are other communications between the number ending with 6890 and 7605? But for our purpose, only focus on what I'm going to direct you to.
I didn't get the last part.
I'm saying there are other communications on Exhibit DD5E, Roman figure 1. However, at this stage, I'm only directing you to certain communications.
Okay,
Let's proceed to page 44.
44.
Yes, of Exhibit DD5E, Roman figure 1.
DD5E, Roman figure 1.
That's correct, madam. Page 44.
Yes.
The activities on the 27th of October 2020.
During what time?
Let's start from 08/12/54.
Okay. At 12:54 seconds, the number ending 6890 received a call from the number ending 7605. That lasted 33 seconds.
Can I confirm the time?
8:12:54 seconds.
Kuthiwa ngomhla 27 October 2010 isikhathi ku 8:12 59 seconds. Inamba egcina ngo-6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule namba egcina ngo-7605. Bahlala-ke imizuzwana emashumi amathathu nantathu.
And the next transaction?
The next transaction was at 8:22:21. The number ending 6890 was on voicemail. Received a call from 7605. Lasted 3 seconds.
Ngo-8:22:21 seconds. Number egcina ngo-6890 yathola yayiku-voicemail. Ezangushayelwa-ke inamba egcina ngo-7605. Bahlala lena-ke ebishaya-ke yahlala imizuzwana emithathu ocingweni.
Okay, then let's refer to 214430. Also, just to give you a little bit of background, as per Exhibit EE, which is evidence before this court, this is the day in which accused number 2 made a first appearance in Boksburg Magistrate Court. Now let's proceed to that time. 2144.
At 21:44:30 seconds, the number ending 6890 received an SMS from the number ending 7605.
Kuthiwa ngesikhathi sika-21:44:30 inamba egcina ngo-6890 yathola SMS evela kule namba egcina ngo-7605.
And the next transaction?
At 21:44:32 seconds, 6890 received an SMS from the number ending 7605.
Kuthiwa-ke ngesikhathi sika-21:44:32 seconds inamba egcina ngo-6890 yathola SMS evela kule namba egcina ngo-7605.
And then lastly, on page 45 of Exhibit DD5E, Roman figure 1, on the 28th of October 2020, at 17:59:32.
During this period, the number ending 6890 received a call from the number ending 7605, and that lasted 828 seconds.
Ngaleso sikhathi-ke inamba egcina ngo-6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule namba egcina ngo-7605. Bahlala-ke imizuzwana-ke engamakhulu ayisishiyagalombili amashumi amabili nesishiyagalombili.
Family, hence I'm saying Advocate Sibanda and Advocate Baloyi do not want to leave any stone unturned. They do their best to try and prove to this court that these 5 accused are guilty. Did we ever think we will go back to Mjiako? We even forgot about Mjiako. But instead, we see them going back, to prove that Bongani Ntanzi knew Advocate Mjiako. Family, thank you very much for watching this video. Let's talk in the comment section. And please do not forget to like this video before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you, family. Thank you. Bye.